We're falling out, we have reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and
Oh,
again.
hello, everybody. Welcome to day one of the Create a Thriving Digital Community Challenge. Welcome. Hey, Caroline, how's it going?
Hey, I am excellent. How are you doing?
I am good. I'm excited for this. I can see we've got a lot of you tuning in. Guys, let us know who is here. Drop a comment in the chat if you are here with us right now. We are going to keep this super engaging today so that we're getting all of your questions answered. We're going to make sure that you guys get the absolute most out of this. So ample opportunity to make sure that, number one, the chat, let's just test the chat. Everybody just drop in the chat, I'm here, just to make sure it's working. And then as we go through, we're gonna get you asking us questions. We're gonna get you answering questions, etc., etc. And I can see that Katie's here. I can see Kevin's here. I can see Nada's here. Welcome, guys. Great to have you here. Well, and for those of you that are just tuning in and you don't know what the hell is going on, let's do a little intro, shall we? So this is Create a Thriving Digital Community Challenge, where over the course of 5 days, we're going to give you our entire tribe funnel strategy so that you can create your own thriving digital community. My name is Cordelia Kate. I am founder of Rebellious Business, which is me and Caroline's company. Caroline is co-owner of Rebellious Business, and we run this company, and essentially everything that we do is built on connecting people. We teach marketing and we are business coaches, and we teach that through the way of building tribes, building communities. We teach people how to create their own platform, how to create their own tribe of people that they can then use and stand on that platform to create a larger impact. And our clients, the people that we work with, are people that are service-based business owners selling coaching, mentoring, tutoring, training, ways in which they can improve the lives of other people. Our clients are in this because they absolutely freaking love people and they want to make a difference. Go on, Caroline.
We also love web designers, website builders. We always seem to think, we always talk about service-based businesses, and we always forget the designers, the copywriters, the people that provide services to businesses. So there's those categories as well. We love you guys as well. You're totally relevant for this. You guys need a tribe as well. That's my humble opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah. So service-based business owners who are making an impact, making a difference through helping people, delivering online digital services. And we do have some people that do offline stuff as well, which is a lot of fun. Offline events are awesome for creating community as well. So
the best thing about community, though, is I think it goes beyond the business aspect of it, right? Like there's this real amazing benefit to having a community where it's like this results in sales, and the conversion rates from community members to clients is astronomical compared to the industry standard in marketing, which is why it's such a brilliant strategy in terms of making money. But it goes beyond that. It's like you get to have an impact in the world. You get to like really amplify your voice, your message, and have yourself become notorious and leaving a mark. But you know, it also really helps business as well.
Absolutely, it does. It's powerful, and we're going to drill into it because we're going to go through all this in detail, but we're going to show you how to build your own. So that's who we are. That's what this is. 5 days of tribe building awesomeness. And by the end of this 5 days, you're going to have everything you need, the foundations in place to get out there and get started with this. One thing that I hate are those challenge launches that give you all those trainings, all those webinars that give you a load of fluff and then lead on to some pitch to unlock the actual information that will change the game. We're going to give you stuff that works, stuff that's powerful, stuff that's proven, stuff that you can implement straight away. And we're kicking off today with Are You Tribe Ready? And we're going to drill into that. What I want to quickly do is go through a couple of slides. We're not going to have much presenting of slides going on throughout this 5 days, but we've got some just to sort of illustrate what's happening here. So this is the schedule for the week. And this week is right now, it's Monday, which is day one. And today we're getting you ready for starting your own tribe. It's a big thing, right? It's a big thing. And we want to basically make sure you've already got and help you get the building blocks in place to get started with this. So that's today. Now, at the end of today, you're going to get some homework. And we have 4 bits of homework that we're going to be giving you throughout this week. The deadline to get all of that homework in is going to be Thursday at midnight. So every single day we're live like this on a live stream at 9:30 a.m. to bring you each training. So today we're looking at being tribe ready. Tomorrow we're planning your tribe. Wednesday we're looking into running your tribe. Thursday, the juicy one, monetizing your tribe. And Friday, optimizing your tribe. So every single day, 9:30 a.m. I know Friday is Good Friday, but look, 9:30 a.m., get it out the way, get it done. There's no homework on Friday because it's Easter. So everything's going to be in by midnight Thursday. But on Thursday, we have a second session, which is going to be on Zoom that you're going to be able to come and join us on. And it is a live Q&A. That's at 4 p.m. And I am going to hang around until I've got every single person's questions answered, because I want to make sure that you've got everything you need by the end of this week to get started with building your own tribe, to get this actually actioned. Because selfishly, I want more communities in the world, and we are raising community leaders, and I want to make sure that you've got everything you need to do that. So we've got a 4 p.m. live Q&A. You will be emailed a Zoom link for that so that you can come and join me on Zoom. There is, if you haven't actually registered for this challenge, but you're like watching and you're like, do you know what, this actually sounds really freaking awesome, and you want that Zoom link and you want the replays and you want to fully get involved, I've dropped a link in the description of this video to go sign up so that you get all of the information and you don't miss anything. But yeah, so that's the schedule. Then, as I said, we've got this live Zoom Q&A. So we're going to be on Zoom Thursday, 4 p.m. to get all of those questions answered. You will get the Zoom link emailed to you, and I'll make sure you've all got the Zoom link on that Thursday session in the morning as well. And then on Friday, for Good Friday, we're going to have a good old prize draw, because we've got like £3,400 worth of prizes we're giving away in this challenge. Can I get a yeehaw in the chat if that sounds a little bit exciting? I want to see a yeehaw in the chat if that sounds a little bit exciting. I can see we've got loads of you joining us, which is really, really exciting. I think Caroline's in the chat saying hello to you guys. But yeah, hello, everybody. Hey, Katie. Hey, Anne. Hey, Sam. Hey, Deb. Hey, Nada. Hey, Kevin. Hey, out your way, that is Stu. Hey, Claudia. Hey, guys, it's good to have you here. Kate's given us a woohoo, a yeehaw. We got another yeehaw. Right, let's see what these prizes are then. So we've got 5 prizes. This is our largest prize draw we've ever done on something like this before. We've got 5 massive prizes that we're giving away. Oh no, we've got a broken image. Don't you love it when there's a tech issue? So the first, in no order are these images, but one prize is a 60-minute private coaching session with me, where I'm going to help you strategize. We can plan out a whole year in terms of marketing strategy, help you get really clear on the thing that's going to help you achieve your goals in terms of marketing strategy, looking at sales strategies, looking at looking at launches, looking at all the kind of things that you need to do to achieve your 2024 goals in terms of marketing. So it's a 60-minute private coaching session with me. We've got a £100 Amazon gift voucher, so you can treat yourself to something nice. This is an image of our Rebellious Entrepreneur Academy that one of you is going to get a year comped. So that would normally be £800 to join us for a whole year. And one of you are going to get to join our academy, where we teach you everything from the ground up, with building an online system to get sales, right up to running your own launches in your own bustling community as well. We've got a £2,000 voucher, £2,000 voucher towards working with us in our private coaching program. We've never given a voucher out that large before. And we also are going to interview one of you live, like we're doing now, in front of our entire audience on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, and in the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group, which alone has 2,300 people in it. But we get a good reach and an amazing view time on the content that we're putting out there. And you're going to get interviewed about your business, about how you help people, about, and you can share backlinks and whatever. So those are the prizes that are up for grabs. How do you win the prizes? Well, as I said, We've got 4 tasks that we're going to be setting for you, and the deadline to get all those tasks handed in to us is midnight Thursday. I am going to get the people that have done the tasks entered into a hat and pull the names out of the hat on Friday as we have our kind of celebration, rounding everything off on the session on Friday.
An actual hat.
Yeah, go on.
Is it an actual hat? I'm holding you accountable to that.
Do an actual hat. I
think
have
so.
I've got
You
a
said it
bubble
now.
hat. No, I'm going to do a spinny wheel. I'll do a spinny wheel.
That's fine, a spinny wheel. Quickly, just want to reflect on the chat for a second. Katie has asked, are we posting the recordings on Facebook as she cannot make Thursday morning?
Absolutely. So we are live streaming now. So we're going to live stream every day. And that means that as soon as the live stream is finished, the session will be pinned to the top of the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group. That's the place to be. That's where this is kind of all happening. That's where you're going to be posting your homework. That's where the replays are. We will email out the replays as well. So if you have signed up and you're on the challenge list for this, you will get the replay emailed out to you. And yeah, just make sure that you make some time to watch the Thursday training and do the homework, because it's Thursday midnight is the deadline for getting that in. And look, if there are any sneaky submissions Friday morning, okay, but they just need to be in before I put the names in the wheel, because I'm not going to go back and edit the wheel. Okay, Thursday midnight, but I will, you know, if you post it like 5 a.m. Friday morning, like I'm probably not at the laptop yet. I'll have gathered I'm gathering the names on Friday morning, but yeah, you know, we're flexible on that. But if it's after the wheel has been created, I'm sorry, you've missed it. And I will be creating the wheel probably around 7 a.m. I imagine. So yes, is the long-winded answer to that question. The quick-winded answer to that question. Have we got any other questions, Caroline? Is everyone clear? Can you just drop a yes in the chat if that all makes sense, if you're all super clear on that? Can you drop a confused and your reason why you're confused or what you need ironing out in the chat if you're confused?
That was it for the questions. I think it was just about the replay. Emma Cochrane. We love Emma Cochrane.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we love Emma Cochrane. I've got
clear.
such a point to make from just being involved in this chat about how amazing it is to have a community, but we'll get to that into the training. But yeah, it's been really cool seeing this chat blow up with familiar faces and people whose businesses we just know inside out as it is. So that's really cool. Yeah, no more questions. Oh, we got Mint, obviously, from Stu, aka Out of Your Way. Mark Lyons, exciting, fun stuff, guys. He's added yippee-ki-yay. So,
oh wow, I love that. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, we got an extra few syllables there. Yeah, everyone seems to be pretty clear on the dealio.
Nice. So, are we ready to get into today's training then?
No.
Question. You ready, Caroline? I'm ready.
Right, I'm ready.
Also, just before we do get into, drop a yes if you're ready to get into today's training. I love seeing all these yeses flying up. As they come in, just quickly, this is a competition, if you like, right? But we are community over competition. And the one thing I love about our tribe, and the one thing I love about the tribe you're going to build, we've got an amazing culture here. We've got an incredible culture here. You are going to be posting homework into a private, closed group. That is the Rebellious Business Network. And we love it when we see in these challenges so many people supporting each other. I've seen people like offering to jump on Zoom calls to help people with tech. I've seen people like commenting and giving loads of praise and being really supportive. Like, I just want you to know that this is such a supportive environment, and you can be vulnerable here. You can be vulnerable and share here, and you will only be supported. And that's one of the great things about the community that we've built. I haven't banned anyone from the community in the last year, at least. And it's just, you know, very rare for us to be moderating out negative comments or unhelpful comments that are creating a toxic environment. That just doesn't happen in the Rebellious Business Network. And it's what we love about the tribe that we've built. So just wanted to say that. Put your mind at rest. Like, yes, you're going to get involved here, but you're going to get involved with some really awesome people. And hopefully by the end of this, really feel like you've made some connections and made some friends, because we are a network after all, and we love to network wherever we go. Just leave little networking sprinkles wherever we go. It's just great. So let's get into it, shall we? Are you tribe ready? Now, the first thing that I want to make sure that you're all aware of is what kind of community we're building. Because truly, there are 3 types of community that as a business owner, you need in your life. And we are drilling into one very specific type of community this week. And so I just want to create some clarity for you around that. So the 3 types of community that you need in your life, community 1, and drop these numbers in the chat if you've already got like if you feel like you've got these communities, right? So whatever communities out of these 3 you've got, drop the number in the chat. So community number 1 is a community for you. This is your community as an entrepreneur, where you have peers, you have friends who are also in business. Maybe that's a mastermind. Maybe that's being in the Rebellious Business Network. Maybe that's being in the Rebellious Entrepreneurs Academy. Maybe that's just a group of friends that you've gathered throughout your business life years of going to events and meeting people, but having your own peer group, your own community around you as a business owner, for you, with you, etc. Then there's the community for your audience, right? So this is a free community, a community that you've created that enables you to have a platform for creating a wider impact. This is for your leads, for your prospective clients, for people that could potentially become clients. That's the community number 2, a free community for your audience. And the third one is a community for your clients. A community where you have created an environment where your clients get to meet each other, support each other, as well as hang out with you and get support from you. So a community for you, a community for your leads, and a community for your clients. And we have all 3 of those, and they are really, really important and really, really powerful. The one that we are drilling into today is building a free community that attracts more leads, that enables you to make more sales, and creates a platform where you are going to make a big impact. And when we talk about community, what we define a community as is something that brings people together, where you've got this multi-dimensional connecting going on. If you just have an Instagram page and you build a huge following on an Instagram page, you've got loads of followers, that's great. They're building a relationship with you. You may be building a relationship with them if you're active in the chat and you're jumping onto calls with people. And that's a kind of two-dimensional connection creation. But what we're talking about in a community is where people are building a relationship with you. You're building a relationship with them, but they're also building a relationship with each other. And that starts to create this environment where people feel like they're in a group together. They feel like they're a part of something. Nobody feels like they're a part of your Instagram page. They're just watching your content. But in a community, they start to feel like they're a part of something. Our audience call themselves rebels. They say, oh, I'm one of the rebels. They identify as that. They say we instead of I and you. It removes this kind of separation between us and them. It creates this collaborative environment, and it's incredibly powerful for building a really shit hot brand. But what creates that community is not putting together a Facebook group and people joining it. Because by doing that, you can accidentally create another Instagram page. It's just another environment that you post content in that people see and comment on. What creates a community is creating gatherings that bring people together and allow that connecting to happen. And so you foster a community by bringing people together in live events, whether that be a networking event, whether that be a workshop, whether that be hot seat sessions, whether that be some kind of group meditation or journaling session, whatever that is, you're bringing people together in some kind of gathering. And that can also happen online and offline. It's just that online is a lot more scalable. You can reach a lot more people. It takes a lot less time, and it doesn't require any upfront investment in booking venues and, you know, paying for catering, right? Because people are in their own houses and they can go to their own kettles and drop in at their own fridge, right? And it's just a lot cheaper way to do it. So that's what we're talking about today, is building a community by in which you're going to do that by having some kind of gathering that brings people together and then allows people to meet each other, as well as build a relationship with you. And this comes with, by the way, a Barry Big Bollocks warning. Okay. Barry Big Bollocks warning, because it's going to require you to put yourself out there in a big way, to be the leader of a new group, to start growing that group. You're going to have to put yourself out there. And so this strategy here is a chunky one. It's one that is going to be running forever. It's like a longevity, long-term strategy. It's one that's going to enable you to grow as a leader. It's going to enable you to grow your following like wildfire, because you are putting yourself out there in a big way and helping people in real time. So taking on that Barry Big Bollocks warning is likely to happen if you have a desire to create an impact. Like, drop it in the chat. Like, are you here for some big, deep impact? Like, you one of these people that, as cheesy as it sounds, and as kind of like, much as you don't really want to admit saying it in this way, you want to change the world. Like, that's what you're here for. You want to make it, you want to change a lot of people's lives. You want your message, the thing that you are gifted with, the thing that you have overcome, the thing that you are really good at, to be something that you help a lot of people with, versus just quietly in the background helping one or two people. You want to leave a legacy. You want to be speaking on stages. You want to help a lot of people. You want to sell a lot of books. You want to leave a legacy. You want to make a difference to a lot of people's lives. You want to have your own little dent on leaving this planet in a better place than what you found it. Tash is saying, I want to do this. Alex is saying, I'm putting myself out there. Deb is saying, hell yes. Stu's saying, 1,000,000%. Kate says, yes, absolutely. Definitely, hell yeah. A world where all people use their creative power to make a positive impact is my business vision. Love this. Yes, always wanted to make a difference to the motor industry. You are my kind of people. What do you reckon, Caroline? I'm feeling more.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, I absolutely, I love this. We've definitely got people that actually care about making a difference. I'm trying to keep on top of the chat, but wow, it's kind of on fire at the moment. Oh, John Whitwell as well. Hell yeah, I know everyone needs what I offer. Lots of little emojis there. Yeah, I love this. The enthusiasm is amazing at the moment. Also, just like something to add, like, we know a fair amount of people that are commenting in this chat right now because we've got such a strong community. Like, when I first joined Rebellious, one of the things that amazed me was when Cordelia and me were like going through like the list of people in the Rebellious Business Network, and she was like, yeah, I know that person by that obscure email address, and I know what like their businesses, I know what their aspirations are. And that's why this is a big strategy, and it comes with the Barry Big Bollocks warning, because you have to really care about your audience and be invested in like their value and what they should get out of it. And yeah, you'll have this amazing connection with all these people afterwards and create such a buzz. It's just the best thing ever. Yeah, so that's my little insight in that.
So we need you to have 3 things in order to make this happen. There are 3 things that you need to have. There are 3 things that you need to be on fire about, at peace with, ready for, okay with. It's not necessarily going to be easy, right? Building a business is not freaking easy. Like, look, with all the love in the world, you're all bloody mad, right? And so am I, because we've got this vision for doing something that is outside of conventional. It's not what they expected us to do when we were at school. We've got this thing inside us where we've gone, do you know what? I was made for more. I know I can do something extraordinary. I know that when I'm on my deathbed looking back on my life, I am not going to be happy if I don't do this. It's the thing I need to do. It's what I'm here for. It's what I'm born for. Whether that is your niche right now, that you're like, this is my purpose, or whether you're like, I'm on my way to finding my purpose through taking action because I know it's getting me closer. There are 3 things that we need to make that happen and to set the fire under your backside, not just this week, but permanently, so that you do this and you are consistent with it and it happens and it works and it grows and it enables you to have that platform. And that is number 1, a willingness to do the work. There's going to be a bit of building here. There's going to be consistency. There's going to be the necessity to do shit that scares you, to get out of your own way, to work on yourself, just from being in front of a camera brings up loads of shit. You know, do you remember that first time you got in front of a camera and you shot a video for your business, how terrifying that was? Well, there are loads of little levels like that throughout becoming somebody who is a leader of a platform, becoming somebody who is managing a tribe, somebody who is speaking on stages, somebody who's publishing books, somebody who is making a difference, has to put themselves out there, and you have to be willing to do the work. And so if you feel so strongly about this impact that you want to make, and you see this vision for change, then you're going to be prepared to push yourself to achieve it. It's just going to happen. So that's number one. Like, I feel like that one, yeah, I feel like, you know, that's okay, fine. I am willing to do the work, Cordelia. I'm here. I'm watching this video. What's next? Okay. And acceptance that you're going to have to put yourself out there in a big way. And when I say in a big way, like, you have to do things that scare you a little bit. Do you know, the first time I got asked to speak on stage in front of 500 people, I was absolutely shitting myself. It was the best thing I've ever done. Well, one of the best things I've ever done, because it was just the first time. It's like the plaster off, let's go again. And I've done it several times now. And it's enabled me to build and grow my audience quickly. Now, does this mean that you have to speak on stages? No, it was just an example. But it might be that you want to start running live workshops, and that's the first time you do that, or you want to have this live show, or you start interviewing people and it's the first time you do that. Every time you do something for the first time, it's going to be scary. But if you stay in that comfort zone, nothing changes. Everything you want right now, all the things we've just been hyping up in the chat about, they're all outside of your comfort zone. They're in this really uncomfortable place. And so, you know, this acceptance that, okay, in order to achieve this, in order to be this leader, in order to have this tribe, in order to have this bustling, thriving community, I'm going to have to put myself out there in a big way. Because you're not going to build it from blogging. You're not going to build it from hiding. You're not going to build it from not wanting to do that. So that is something that we need. We need to have that acceptance that that is pushing yourself in that way is important. And the last one is a desire to create an impact. And we've spoken into that already. You guys have got that. So if you've got a desire to create an impact, and you're willing to do the work to make that happen, and you accept that you have to put yourself out there in a big way to start fostering that kind of connection, to start building relationships with the right people en masse, then drop me a yeehaw in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, and let's do this. Let's get into it. Because the next thing is that although this sounds a little bit scary, there's one trick, there's one little thing that we can do that makes all of it simple. That makes it not easy, but it makes it simple. Simple to go forward, take it by the horns and just run with it. And that is having a reason to achieve it that is bigger than you. That is bigger than your anxiety to put yourself out there. It's bigger than your worry or your fear of what people are going to say or what people are going to think. It's bigger than the kids at school that bullied you as you were growing up. It's bigger than the teacher that told you you would amount to nothing. It's bigger than the parents that were pushing you to go in a completely different direction. And so what we want to do is we want to get some clarity around why the hell have you decided to do this? Why do you want a community? Okay, great. You want to have an impact, but what do you want that to look like? Because if you can get really clear on the reason you want to achieve this, then it's not just going to be some next level money making scheme. It's going to have some serious power behind it. And that is the way that you're going to create that impact, the way that you're going to achieve that dream. And so we need to get clear on what that looks like for you individually, because we're all different, right? Claudia will have a different vision for what she wants her future to be than Deb will. So will Alison. You know, we've already seen this in the chat. You guys have got a different vision for the kind of impact you want to have. Alison wants to make a difference in, you know, the industry that she's in, like, whereas Deb just like wants to change the freaking world, right? And so there's different views, different visions. We've all got a different idea for how we feel this community could impact our lives. And so we want you to get clear on what your reason for that is, so that this doesn't just become some next level money making scheme that gets a bit difficult, causes you to get outside of your comfort zone and you drop the ball on. And so in order to kind of really start thinking about that, then we want to get into what having a community actually looks like.
So let's take a quick breather for the just to summarize everything we've sort of talked about. Like, I think, like, because these are some big ideas here, and also the value behind really getting clear, and also this flipping chat, man. Woo, it's on fire. We've got some, you know, for instance, I will share this comment. Claudia said, absolutely love your passion, Cordelia. And I had to reply saying, yeah, she's amazing. This is Caroline on Cordelia, on the Cordelia business page. So it sounds like you're saying, yeah, she's amazing. I am amazing. You are. Lots of energy in the chat. And this is important as well, right? So we have, I know personally, Cordelia and I both know personally, a lot of people that are commenting in the chat, and you would be amazed at the different kind of businesses that are behind these people. We've got mindset coaches like Deb, branding specialist, Claudia, she's doing time management support for people. We've got John Whitwell doing essential oils, Stu, mindset, so many different, a real variety that this strategy applies to, right? This works across the board for any business that people are a part of, and for the business owner who wants to have an impact. But you need to be very dedicated. You need to want it. You need to be inspired by it. You need to care about people. Oh, thank you. Claudia says both of you, not just Cordelia. Cordelia's doing most of the presenting, so I feel like the passion is coming from mostly Cordelia today. She's doing a fantastic job. And so yeah, the next part, what we're going to get into, which is, warning, the fluffiest bit of the whole workshop. I smacked my microphone there out of enthusiasm. It's the fluffiest part of the whole workshop, but the essential part, because it's about really putting your vision down. And especially because we've got so many different types of businesses in here, different people with different expertise, interests, skills, desires, different kind of impact you want to make. We need to map out what that's going to mean for you, so that you can take the strategy we're going to share and apply it. Its strategy applies across the board. What you're going to be doing, it applies to everything. But what does it mean for you to have a bustling community, to have people like giving you so much support in the chat, saying how your passion is amazing and just shouting yeehaw at you? We got like 30 people like shouting virtual yeehaws at us. Like, what would it mean for you to have that? So the homework is going to be, well, are we getting into homework? I'm maybe jumping
Not
ahead.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, don't jump ahead yet. Let's talk though. What is, so guys, I would love to hear from you. Drop into the chat. Like, if you had a thriving digital community, what are the things that would give you in life that would improve your life and would enable you to improve your business? So what changes would it make to you and to your business? Now, what we want to get clear on is like what having a thriving digital community looks like. And I want you to be aware that this doesn't need to be tens of thousands of people. We've just celebrated our 4th birthday. This is our birthday present to you guys. We wanted to make this community month because community was the thing that changed everything for us. And we had a really key concept and a strong concept and a real clear vision for, you know, bringing people together and the purpose behind that. And it just blew up. And so over the next few days, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of how you do that, how you create an awesome theme and concept, how you do the structural tech bits behind creating it, how you promote it and get it out there, and also how you monetize it so that it's sustainable. That's what we're covering over the next few days. So ahead of that, let's think about what it's going to give you. Like, how is it going to better your life? And here's what a community looks like. I mean, we're getting, as Caroline's saying, a demonstration of community here on this call right now. And for me, the biggest thing is it's having a tribe of people that feel like they're a part of my vision and what it is that I'm creating. Like, our audience they see themselves as rebels. They see themselves as one of the gang. They're a part of our brand. And that is really, really powerful for two things. Well, three things actually. Reputation, brand awareness, social proof. Oh my God, I could go on. I've got more pouring into my head. Growth, sustainability, retention. Two things became six things within a minute. Like it's so, so powerful for that. But let's think about what that means in like the nitty gritty. Like, what does that actually like mean in the day to day, like the experience of that? So
Do you want
first
some
and
comments?
foremost, we put on an event and people turn up to it. So we'll be running a live event like this one, and we'll have, without making much effort to promote it, 100 people sign up, which is awesome. You know, it means that we have to work less hard in order to get our message out, because we've got this platform of people that are already really engaged in the work that we're doing. So that this launch here, we could have done so much more to get more people on this, to get more people knowing about it, but we just didn't need to, because we've got a really awesome tight-knit community. And so being able to do this training and deliver this has been quite straightforward. It's just put a couple of posts out, let people know it's happening, and do it. The other thing is like the larger things, or the things that kind of are the things that are sort of contributing to what my personal vision is for what I want my future to look like, is being requested for me to do, like being requested to do speaking gigs. So I was talking last week into Brooke Summer Adams' mastermind, which was really lovely. It might have been the week before, it's all blending, which was really lovely, you know, training them on tribe funnels and how that works. Like getting to do those kind of things where I get to show up and teach and train, and being asked to do that, is a result of the community I have built and the way that I show up here and lead this tribe and deliver the trainings and build a reputation for myself and create some authority within this field of building communities, right? So that has given me the authority and the reputation to get amazing opportunities, like speaking at AdCon, where Stephen Bartlett is headlining. And there's, you know, I had this realization that the first ever business conference I went to that inspired me so much, there was a guy speaking on that stage that I am now speaking alongside just a few years later. And it's to do with that platform. You know, when I was put forward for that speaking event, one of my friends called me and he said, Cordelia, John Pemberthy's looking for speakers. I'm putting your name forward. You need to send him a message. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'm on it. And I looked, and a couple of people had recommended me in a post where he said, oh, I'm looking for female speakers. And a couple of people had recommended me. And then I think what happened is maybe he looked at our social media profiles and went, okay, this is a potential, then spoke to me about the work that I've been doing with communities, and then asked me to speak. But all of this comes from this platform that we've been building here with this community. So there's people showing up for our events. We've got these, every time we just have to like put a post out to say we're going live, and we'll have people showing up, which means there's less effort to get people on calls. Getting requested to do speaking gigs, people requesting to buy our product or to speak to us about how to work with us, comes from, you know, these inbound inquiries, comes from having this amazing community. Because if someone new comes into our environment, right, let's say we do a networking event and someone walks into the Rebellious Business, theoretically kind of like digitally walks into the Rebellious Business Network, just being in the Rebellious Business Network for half an hour creates shitloads of social proof. Because number one, there's a lot of people in there. Number two, there's a lot of people that know me. There's a lot of people that will say good things about us and back us up. There's a lot of great social proof happening in that networking event, in that Facebook group, which shortens the lead time it would normally take to persuade someone to trust you, right? So it creates this quick kind of runway to know, like, and trust for new cold people coming into your world. People signing up to our email list. You know, we've got people that are interested in what we're doing. They want to be a part of what we're doing, and we get signups for things really, really easily, really simply. So that list grows. And the biggest one for me, which is at the end of my list, but I said it first and I'm going to say it again, is people being part of our brand. This is where you wanting to make an impact becomes you creating a movement. Rebellious Business is not just a brand, it's a movement. We are encouraging people to stand up and be themselves in a world where they have been required to fit in. We're encouraging people to take their light and shine it bright. Oh my God, I'm going to vomit. We're encouraging people to do the thing that they love, loud and proud, without fear of judgment. And we do that by enabling people a safe space and a safe environment to really be themselves, and things like our video journey, coming along to these challenges and sharing their vision for how they want this to change, showing them how to build their own communities, training them on human-focused marketing, creating communities within our clients, supporting people, having conversations in the DM inbox with community members, giving them inspiration, giving them advice, giving them training, giving them steps, giving them support, giving them accountability. And it all started from just putting together a community on the internet. This is a long-term longevity strategy. We want you to get clear on why you want this. This isn't your next quick win, get a client next week strategy. It's going to take some building. It's going to take some nurturing. It's going to take some love. It's going to take you putting yourself out there, pushing yourself to be that leader of that tribe. And we know that each and every one of you can freaking smash this out the park, because you want this for the right reasons. But we want you to just get a little bit clearer on what those reasons are. So there's 2 steps to this homework then. Number 1, we want you to think about, what is having a community going to do for me personally, for my career, for my growth, for my development? Do you want to be a public speaker? Do you want to be a motivational speaker? Do you want to have your own podcast? Do you want to write books? Do you want to be being asked to speak on stages, to train at people's masterminds, to go and do live in-person events? Like, what is it specifically that you want in the development of your career? Having your own tribe will give you that. But then I also want you to think about the other side of that coin, which is, what do you want to create for other people? What kind of environment do you want to create? Some of you saying that you want to, create a sense of like belonging for people. You want to create a supportive environment where people can be vulnerable. You want to create this support system. Yeah. What do you want to create for other people? And how do you have a think about how you want that to look? So community is great, but what's it going to do for your business? And why would having a community be really awesome for the people that you want to support?
We've got some comments, which is, we've got Deb Murray, being able to help people with accessibility, helping people create branding and marketing that's accessible to as many people as possible. John Whitwell, a sense of belonging for, well, I think he said a sense of belong, but I think it's belonging for a common goal for those who want to discover natural health benefits of 100% pure essential oils. Neely says, feedback from my community that I'm offering what they need. Alex, belonging is also very important for me. Claudia, with an engaged community, you don't only help others, but you can create meaningful connections and even have long-lasting relationships, collaborations, opportunities, and support. I think these guys are perfect. This is just you've got the right mindset. One of the reasons we did this is because we want to instill the right mindset. We don't want people coming in and saying, it's going to make me loads of money, I'm going to massively increase my conversion rates, I'm going to be able to sell better. Now, these are amazing benefits of having a community, but it's not a good reason to want it solely because of that. It's like the benefit of having a community is sales, but the value that you create from a community is so much deeper and more enriching, that these more deeper needs, they're just far more inspiring to pursue than, I want to have a 10% conversion rate from like cold to warm. So that's really
and also
inspiring.
the other thing is that when we are creating this community, it's really important to understand that having that money-led mindset is going to just kill your community dead anyway. Like, I've seen people build communities and they die quite quickly when it's just sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch. Because it's like someone walking into a shop and having that woman hound them. What can I help you with today? What are you looking for? Da, da, da. And you just, oh, just let me have a look around. Like, leave me alone. I don't want to be hounded. Nobody likes that. And so when you are creating an actual community, you don't want it to be sale, get as much juice out of this as you can, because it's short-sighted. What's going to happen is over time, your community very quickly is going to feel like it's not a community, because people are scared to engage, because any sign of engagement means I'm going to get hounded. So let me just like not touch anything. Don't press a button. Don't leave a telephone number. Don't sign up to an email list, and just like be really cagey about leaving details or showing interest. And so what that does is it kills the community really, really quickly. And it's not a community. Essentially, it's just another place to spam and sales pitch. So that is really important, that we do see that, as cliche as it feels to me and Caroline, and maybe you haven't heard this as much as we have, money is a byproduct of the value that you bring to this world. Like if you can create a really solid community that it then lives a long time, like it has got life breathed into it, because it's got people that want to be there. They feel like they're a part of it, and they are in this sort of sense of what feels like a real strong tribe of people. And let me give you an example in real life of what that might look like. Is that if one of you guys met outside of this network, let's say you walked past each other on the street, you'd be like, oh, hey, John. Oh, you're in the Rebellious Business Network, aren't you? Oh, it's great to see you in person. And the cool thing about that, guys, is that you have this like common thing between you, right? So it means that you've got something in common. You're both a part of the same thing, which kind of means that you're like instantly friends. It's like it'll just create that connection between you both, which is really, really fun. So that's what we're going for. That's what we want to create. And it starts from having that kind of feeling of like wanting to make a difference. But of course, as a byproduct of building this community, it's going to improve your conversions if you use our formula and you do it in the right way. So what we want you to do today, the homework, is I've got this PDF that I've made for you to just help you get some clarity. The PDF is not the homework. The PDF is to help you get some clarity. Okay. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. Just share the whole screen and go here. Right. So this is a PDF. I have dropped this into the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group, and it is pinned to the top in the featured items. Okay. The featured items, Rebellious Business Network. You'll see this pinned to the top. In a minute, when I'm not sharing anymore, I'll also drop the direct link to it in the chat, so you can go and grab it. So these questions here, step 1, step 2, step 3, well, step 1 and step 2, this is all about just helping you think about what it is that you want. Why do you want a community? So have a think about how it's going to make a difference to your life. Okay. Why you're excited to build it, how it's going to change lives for the better. And, you know, just have a think about why you want one. And then your homework today is to create a vision board for how that's going to look, right? So this is where you get to be creative. You can use blooming pen and paper and draw. I know we've got Danielle Phillips in our community who creates these amazing mind maps. That would be great. You could do something like that. You could also cut out magazines and make a collage. You could go to Pinterest and you could just grab images and put them on a Pinterest board and screenshot it. You could go to Canva and make a board of images and screenshot it. You could write words on a kind of like board and screenshot it. However you like works for you, in order to create some kind of visual context for how, like what impact having a community is going to have on your business and on your life. Okay. And then you're going to share that vision board into the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group with the hashtag TF1, Tribe Funnel 1. This is day 1 of building your tribe funnel, building your community. And we're using the hashtag TF1 just because it's a hashtag that's not been used before in that Facebook group. We have to keep coming up with fresh hashtags. Now, as you can see, the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group is very busy. So using that hashtag will make sure that when I'm searching for posts to tick you off and say, yes, you have completed day 1, and then you get entered into the draw if you've done all 4 bits of homework. So we need to manually tick that off, and we need to look for posts. It's going to make life so much easier for us if you use the hashtag TF1 for day 1, hashtag TF2 for day 2, hashtag TF3 for day 3. I think you get the point. So that is your homework today, making a vision board for what you want a community to look like. And I've actually got here an example of some previous vision boards that our clients have put together, not clients, people in the Rebellious Business Network have put together. And I wanted to show those to you. as well. Let me just share that just so that you can see what previous people have done and this was a share screen. This was a why for business in general, I'm pretty sure. So someone's put images without words. Got someone that's done a video instead. Another goal board, it's a bit board here. This was like 1 year goal, like what do you want in one year? But this is going to be for you, your version of this is what you want your community to look like. And I just wanted to show you some examples of previous vision boards people have created in training similar to this, just to give you some ideas. And actually, I think somebody did go and create a Pinterest board. Someone's pinned them all on the wall. I think that's really, really cool. It's really nice because it starts to add a visual element to what it is that you're thinking of and what it is that you're dreaming of. Okay, I think that's it. So try and get that done today, because tomorrow we've got a really chunky day for you. Tomorrow, you're going to get some serious bones in your skeleton for building and launching your community. Tomorrow, we're drilling into the planning element and getting clear on what the theme is going to be, you know, what the kind of elements are going to be that you're going to need in order to get this right. And if you've already got a community, right, if you've already got a Facebook group, I still want you to get clear on why you want that to become a thriving community, why you want to put the work in to turn that around and take it from something that's got tumbleweeds running through it to something that is alive and buzzing. And tomorrow is still very much going to be relevant to you because you're probably someone who we just need to unpick a couple of things and then rebuild them again if you've got a community that feels a little bit dead. If you're doing this from scratch and you don't have a community and you're starting that from scratch, then great, this is where you need to be as well. So it works for whether you've got one that needs to be more thriving or whether you have one that is not thriving because it doesn't exist yet. Either way. Caroline, what's happening over in the chat?
We've got like feedback on, you know, John hates that when you're hounded in shops. That's very annoying. Claudia says if someone says hello to you and she doesn't say hello, to forgive her. I posted the homework, but I don't know if it worked or not. I think that's the link.
I'll just post it again because I got it here ready to go.
Yeah, so post it again. Yeah, we've got Neely says she loves a vision board, so she's excited for the homework. We really just want you guys to just solidify what it means to you and to show us as well, to show, like, yeah, that's basically it, and we're really looking forward to it.
And as I said, tomorrow we've got a big day, so we're definitely going to need an hour for tomorrow. Okay, we're definitely going to need an hour for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the largest day out of all the days because tomorrow we are really drilling into planning, and we're going to be talking about specifically the theme of your community. So like what the concept of it is, why people are joining it, and what they're getting out of it and what kind of people they are, right? And then also where to find those people. So how do you start populating your Facebook group or your community with the right people that fit into that theme? So we're going to talk into that. And then we're also going to be talking into the process of bringing people in. Okay, so we're going kind of we're going through an overview of really how to do this tomorrow and getting you those foundations of having that concept, which really is the key to getting started. Without a concept, it will be fluffy. It will just be waffly, fluffy, unfathomable stuff that doesn't make sense. And so, yeah, tomorrow is the big one. We've just dropped you lightly into the pool today. Little vision board to create will be good fun. Try and get that done today, though. It's okay if you don't, because obviously you've got until Thursday midnight. But what I don't want for you is that you've got this crazy deadline dance Thursday afternoon where you wish you didn't have to do all this scrambling to be entered into the £3,400 prize draw, but you really want to be entered into it, so you are deadline dancing. Like, try and get the task done each day. But deadline's Thursday midnight. If you can't do it today, if you're already too busy, fine, but just try and stay ahead because it will support you and help you. I think that is all from me for now until tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Just make sure you've got in your diary Thursday, 4 p.m. as well for the Q&A Zoom session. We will get you the Zoom link via email closer to the time. But for now, guys, go create that vision. Hashtag TF1, post it into the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group. Use the hashtag so that we can put you on the list of people that have completed day one. And we will see you here, same time, same place, tomorrow morning for day 2 of the Create a Thriving Digital Community Challenge. And guys, you've been freaking awesome. Thank you so much for blowing up the chat this much. It's been a lot of fun to hang out with you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 2.